Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel. I'm playing what this is mostly a playtest game for the J deck. The J deck is going to be the first expansion released for AG2, which is the new revised edition of Agricola. Um, Coming out in probably come out sometime in early 2017. So yeah, so we're doing a playtest game. I'm playing with Payne, Keith, and Freemason. So let's dive right into it. I'm gonna have to read some of these J-Deck cards. Shovel Bear. Whenever you go on clay, you get some food. Wool Grower holds sheep on it. Hay Dryer. You can get cattle, buy cattle for food, and you can get more if you fence early. Court Porter. Most used farmyard spaces. Can pay me, a building resource, to receive 2 food from the general supply. So that seems okay. I think Hay Dryer plus Court Porter is interesting. 2 cards that push you towards fencing early. Using up action spaces early. I think I'm not going to take it right now. Do I want to first pick Hay Dryer? I'd probably rather take something like Understudy. Shovel Bear seems okay. It's probably like 6 or 7 food throughout the course of the game, which is okay. It's not great. I'm gonna take Understudy with my first pick. Because if I do Understudy and I get Quarrymen back, then I can have a good reason to do lots of Reedstone food in the beginning of the game. Pear Peeler is good too, but there are lots of cards that give grain and vegetable, or that give grain at least, especially in J-Deck, so yeah. Don't need to first pick it, I think. Nice thing about a card like Understudy, you can do stuff like plow sow twice, you can plow twice if you get on it. So yeah, it's got some good stuff that I can do with Understudy. So I am broadcasting this live on twitch.tv/play_agricola. You want to give me a follow there. You'll see whenever I go live. Pretty much all the games I put up on the YouTube channel, but there are one or two that I don't. Especially if the game is stopped part way, although that hasn't really happened yet, not for a while. But the other advantage is that I keep an eye on Twitch chat through the game, so if you want to ask me questions or make suggestions or anything like that, I'm reading and responding to those. So yeah, we're just waiting on Freemason right now. Looks like he was AFK when the game started, so is doing some reading now. Oh, and you know what? My mic has been muted for I do not know how long. I am really sorry about that. If anyone's been watching, yeah. If there's anyone in chat, let me know how long I've been quiet for. Probably like the last 3 occupation picks. But I'll just briefly go over. So I took Inventor because of the combo with Village Peasant, thinking that I'll want to play ideally four major improvements. And then Stone Polisher, the synergy with again, the Inventor. Although my occupations are not really exciting me that much, so it might be that I don't end up playing. But I need to get to 4. So Bohemian, Village Peasant, Understudy, and then one more. Should be easy enough to do. Forest District I took because it's just crazy good. 1 food for 6 wood. Really good. And then Big Buyer I just took because all that pile was crap. So yeah. Sorry, really sorry about that. I've been quiet for that long. Hopefully you guys didn't miss out too much. Looks like I'm dropping some frames again today, but not, hopefully not too many. Okay, let's take a look at this. You get a clay for every 2 clay you already have. That's okay. It's one food for 3 clay pretty easily, which is an okay minor improvement. Holy Skirt, read for a point, and then you also get a couple grain. Yeah, that's good. Beehive Oven is good. Gives you more. With Beehive Oven, it effectively will cost me 1 stone thanks to Stone Polisher. And it gives me a point, and also Bake Bread action, which, if I play Frosh, is a occupation. So, yeah, that might be. Field of Mud. You get a boar. You can hold a boar on your unplanted field tiles. This is actually pretty good with my Village Peasant because I don't necessarily want to be sowing. Yeah, Potter's Yard. 1 wood and 1 reed for up to 7 food. Up to 14 food. That's really strong. Playing this right before you're going to fence is really strong. Feeds you like 1.5 harvests. Inheritance. 1 bonus point. Okay, so. Oh, this is confusing. If I have 3 rooms and 3 people, then I get a bonus point. If I have 3 pastures and 3 people, I get a bonus point. 3 stables, 3 or 6 fields. That's only if I'm at 3. It's okay. Turn a clay into grain. So turning a grain into 2 clay into food. No, that's weak. And daycare center. Anytime you use family growth, pay a wood and place it on an unoccupied occupation action to play an occupation. The wood and this is pretty expensive. 2 wood and a clay for extra occupation action. Maybe 3 wood and a clay for 2 actions. Yeah, seems pretty weak to me. Hold Holy Skirt or Potter's Yard are a lot more interesting for me. I think probably Potter's Yard. I can have at most 7 unused spaces. Okay. So I need to think about that. What's 7? 1, 2, 3, 7. So I'd have to have done some fencing already and then fill in the rest. Or I would have had to, yeah, have all my fields done. And 1 pasture. Maybe this is not that strong. Since I don't have a plow yet, yeah, I think I probably can't make Potter's Yard work necessarily. So then for me it's between Beehive Oven and Holy Skirt. And Beehive Oven is only really good if I'm going to use Frosh. Am I? Am I actually going to play Frosh? I might. Alright, let's try Beehive Oven. Winnowing Fan. I can bake a grain, not considered a bake bread action. Yeah, so it doesn't work with Frosh. Not going to take Clapper. Silage. Pay a grain to breed an animal. Nope. Feed yard. Nope. Banquet. Pay 2 food to gain 5 food in the future. That's okay. When you play this card, I can plow 2 fields. But I have to play it in round 5, or I have to have a green in round 5 or earlier, which I'm not planning on doing. Lamp oil would be okay, especially if I'd taken that sheep card. It is a free point. Banquet's good too, but you gotta play it pretty early, otherwise it's gonna make your feeding really hard. I think I'm gonna take lamp oil for simplicity's sake. Grain Mill Oven, I know it well, is quite a strong card, especially because it'll let me play. Ooh, it works. Play this card, you can take a bake bread action, which is play Grain Mill Oven, get an occupation, get it to play an occupation, then use Grain Mill Oven to play Clay Oven on a minor improvement space, get another occupation, and discard play Stone Oven for free, get another occupation. Yeah, that's looking quite strong, so I'll probably be taking Grain Mill Oven. The start of each round, if a stone accumulation space, you can exchange a wood for 2 grain or a reed for a vegetable. That's pretty good. Wood for 2 grain is excellent, but it only can occur twice. When you play this card, you get a clay. Anytime anyone uses the take 1 boar, you get 2 clay. No thanks. Each time you renovate, you can pay a wood to receive a bonus point in a grain. That's pretty good. Wood for points is good. If you play this on renovation and major, you immediately receive 3 wood. Not going to take that. When you play this card, you can exchange a food for a bonus point up to the number of completed harvests. And you have to have a number of wood equal to or greater than the current round. Well, that's pretty easy. Just immediately before fencing, you pay a ton of food. Oh, that's really good. I like the grain. The grain mill oven synergizes really well with Frosh, but Facade's carving seems really strong too. It's like 5 food for like 5 bonus points. That's kind of the way I'd look at it, because you do it right before you fence. I think I'm gonna take grade mill oven. It makes playing majors easier, and I think if I get like 4 majors this game, I think I have a good shot at winning. Um, Cart Pond, I think. Yeah, Cart Pond. Yep. So my farm is going to be pretty ugly until the end of the game. So probably what I'm going to do is just build one room, try to plow 3 times, and then cover a big space with my fences. Let my points come from my major improvements and also the efficiency of the village peasant, maxing me out on vegetable points. Like village peasant should be worth like 5 or 6 points for me. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't want to reveal that I have it by commenting, but I do also want to comment on some of these cards that are worded a little poorly. Okay. Buy clay for a food. Field of mud. Field of mud seems okay. Seems okay, but I'm not really gonna plow that much early on. But when you play it, you get a boar, so that's pretty good. Cob, Potter's Yard. Yeah, I'm gonna take Field of Mud. Worst comes to worst, it's a starting player 2 point action towards the end of the game. So I think my ideal stage 1 is play understudy and then starting player forest district. Yeah, and then round 2 would be reedstone food twice. Yeah, and then after that collect wood or go on reedstone food depending on what's available. So yeah, I'm going to do only one room, I think. So I would like to get family growth without room in round 11 or round 12 or 13. So starting player round 11 would be pretty good. Otherwise, starting player round 12 is also good. Um, yeah, I don't really want any of these, but I'll take double turn plow just in case my game goes to crap and I don't really have anything else to do. Yeah. Oh, and I'm lucky me. I get to start player. So I'll play understudy and then I'll starting player forest district. Pain gets reedstone food. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty important for me to get the well and the stone oven. I think those will be 2 pretty important things for me to acquire. And then for feeding, I'm gonna need like some. I think my ideal final farm is like I have well, stone oven, basket maker's workshop, and a cooking hearth, or joinery or pottery. If I don't get cooking hearth, I'm not gonna be too upset. Yeah. Uh, Add 3. So wood. So Keith played art teacher. When you play this card, you get a wood and a reed. Each time you play an occupation cost, you can use food. Oh, that's awesome. So basically his occupations are free because he can keep using one food or two food from traveling players. And he gets a wood and a reed as well. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely a very, very, very playable stage one or first action card. So yeah, my next round, I had it laid out pretty well already, I think. Reedstone food, Reedstone food. Pay and play shovel bearer. Whenever you take clay, you receive food equal to the amount of stuff on the other. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Could be worth 10 or 12 food throughout the course of the game pretty easily. Especially if there's ever 6 clay here and you can grab 4 clay and 6 food, or 6 clay and 4 food. Yeah. So we'll have to hopefully not allow the clay spaces to accumulate too much. I can 3 wood, or I can Reedstone food again. I'm going to Reedstone food again. I can let the other players take wood. I have see, this is the other crazy thing about that card, Forest District, is that I'm gonna get 4 wood in time for round 5, so I can potentially build a room in round 5, which is nuts. Slate roof. You can replace 2 reed with stone, and then you renovate. You have to replace the reed with the stone, but it's a stone for 2 points. Quite good. Yeah, I think there are lots of quite strong miners, but then also very weak miners in the J deck. The occupations, most of them look pretty weak. So it seems like miners are looking good. And Pear Peeler got played by Freemason. So I'll probably get a... Oh, I might get Occupation. If I get Occupation, I think I play Frosh. Ah, nice. Pain has to play Fireplace first action, so that's good for me because it means I get a better action. Because I was not interested in playing on the Major Improvement Square. Not yet, at least. Will I Reedstone food if it's available? Ah, it's not available anymore. So I can grab 3 wood, or I can play an occupation. Or I could grab clay. I think I'll plan on getting clay next round, though. And now, at the start of round 4, I have enough resources to build the first room. And that's pretty good. So if I can work it out so that I get clay and build the first room, I'm well positioned if I play Frosh at a reasonable time to sit on the starting player action in round 5 to guarantee myself the first family growth. And then as I'm doing that, I can play clay oven and stone oven and keep playing occupations in the meanwhile. So yeah, that would be a pretty good outcome. Furniture maker, whenever you play this card, you get a wood. Each time you play an occupation, you get a wood per food paid for the occupation cost. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So that means Keith can go on the expensive occupation space and use 2 food from traveling players, but then also get 2 wood. So yeah, each occupation he plays is probably going to be worth 2 wood each. So that's quite good. Good start for him. I'm hoping that I can play an occupation and I will play Frosh. Oh, I guess I need to take food. I need to get on fishing. I would like to get on fishing. And also Freemason with Pear Peeler probably wants to get clay oven, so I might be competing with him for it. Okay, I'm in a bit of an awkward spot. I really want to get this 4 food fishing next round. But if I want to, I probably need a starting player. So I think I'm just going to play it safe and grab 3 food here. It's not great, but it's okay. Probably Keith is going to build a room ahead of me. But if he doesn't build a room, I'll build a room and then I'll play Frosh with my second action. Unless I get Reedstone Food. If I get Reedstone Food, I might Reedstone Food twice again. So Payne grabs 4 food from his shovel bearer. So yeah, quite nice to have paid off this early. So Keith is still a food short. So I'm not going to worry about Keith building ahead of me. I do need to worry about Freemason building ahead of... No, Freemason has Eris played. So he's likely not going to build. So I grab 2 wood from here and then 4 clay. Because Keith still needs to take food again. Pain starting players, that's pretty annoying. It's always annoying when someone's starting players twice this early because the difference in quality of actions is pretty significant. Yeah. What it means is it means that Keith now can grow ahead of me Keith can build the first room ahead of me, so it means that I need to build a room with this action. Yeah, so there's Keith going on the getting the 2 wood and using 2 wood food from traveling players. That's quite a nice combination. I would think furniture maker is generally pretty weak, but in this case, it's looking really good. And I guess if you had something like educator as well, would be pretty good in that case, or math teacher. Although I don't think we're ever going to see math teacher published because it's too obnoxious. Playing an occupation at any time, it's too obnoxious, even if at the 4 food cost. So yeah, I'll build a room with this move. And Freemason might starting player round 5. Oh, I guess I should consider that. So if I build a room here, then I gain if family growth comes out round 5. Otherwise, I'm still likely to grow after Freemason. But I force him to first action starting player. So yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So I will build a room. Room, feed 4. Let's see, what did we get? Stone. Too bad. Too bad for me. But that's okay. I knew it was a possibility. So Freemason will have to first action starting player if he wants to grow ahead of me. So then I'll play Frosh this round for sure. And then my second action, I'm not really sure what it'll be. I'll definitely play Frosh though, so that if family growth comes out next round, I can starting player and play an occupation. Keith plays primary school teacher. So this is the one that lets you. It's like adoptive parents. So he'll probably plan on growing 3 more times and using the adopted parents to, yeah. Yeah, looking good. So the Keith, so Freemason probably starting player here, starting players. So then I'll play Frosh. And then my second action, I need food for the next harvest. I'll probably have to go on fishing or something. I want to get pottery, and I want to get basket maker's workshop. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No surprise there. So I have to imagine 4 wood will disappear. So if I could read stone food, that would be best case. But then if I can't read stone food, um, what do I do as my backup? Probably I take a grain, and then when I play clay oven, I just bake, and it becomes a 5 food action. Oh, but I might get read stone food still. We shall see. I would like to deny Freemason getting clay oven. That would make me happy. Keith plays Animal Pen. Animal Pen, great card. Great card in any version. Although with the occupations becoming weaker, it becomes a little bit weaker. But like a card like Art Teacher, even if you don't use it, if you just get a wood and a read out of it, that's a decent round 1 or round 2 play, especially with your second action when the accumulating spots are not that strong. So, yeah. let's see what freemason does here. Takes clay, so planning on clay oven, I'm sure. I'll grab reedstone food. So no family growth, so he's got his starting player again. So I might first action major build clay oven. Actually, can I afford to do that? I might need to play pottery instead. I'm gonna need 4 food, which is another 2. So I could just play pottery, and that would give me enough food. Yeah, I guess I should do that instead. Just play it safe. Yeah, okay. So I'll reedstone food twice, I think, is my plan. Reedstone food twice this round. And then round 7, my first action will probably have to be starting player grain mill oven, and then round 8, discard grain mill oven to play stone oven and play 2 occupations while doing so. That'll be pretty strong. Yeah, that seems like it'll work. So no miner, it looks like, from this guy. So yeah, I'll reedstone food twice. The other play I can do is I can also do major minor twice. So the nice thing about understudy, yeah, and the other thing, and like if I'm the only person who can reno at the end of the game, I can reno twice on the space that I use. So I don't need to reno super early, although I might not need to reno all that much anyways because I'm staying on 3. I think I'll stay on 3 rooms, especially with family growth coming so late. Yeah, it's going to take too long for me to get that second person unless some card comes out which makes family growthing a lot easier. The other thing is I don't really have a great feeding engine. The clay will convert very slowly, so like clay and reed is enough if I have 6 people, but if I'm going to need more than that, it'll be probably my extra actions will just end up going towards collecting food, which is not that strong. Keith plays Carpenter's Hammer.